This is the plaintiff, Natasha Ross. She says the defendant, her aunt, is responsible for losing her valuable Christian Louboutin shoes, her Ugg boots, and 3 pairs of her BB shoes. She and the defendant are like oil and water. She can't have a rational discussion with her, so she's suing her for the $3,000 she's out. This is the defendant, Liz White. She says she and her niece were once close, but now, forget about it. The girl suing her for shoes she doesn't even have. She'd never even wear high hooker shoes, has no idea where her stuff is, and never in a million years would she think her brother's daughter would do something like sue her in court. She's accused of having no soul.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff says her aunt lost her expensive Louboutin shoes and some other items, but the defendant says, why would she have high hooker shoes? It's the case of if the hooker shoe fits.
Thank you, Douglas. Natasha Ross, you are suing your aunt, Liz White, for $3,000. You say you're out actually more than that. For a series of personal items that you left in her home that she's refusing to return to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what happened?
Okay, my lease was up, so I decided to contact my family members to see, because I had recently learned that my aunt was getting incarcerated. So being that her rent was so cheap, that I decided that I would go and stay in her house. So therefore, her rent was really cheap, so I figured I could stay there while she's gone and pay her rent and things like this. When I got to the apartment, it was completely empty. There was nothing there except for a air mattress that didn't inflate. So therefore, I moved all of my items in there and separated things so that I could place them into storage, because I knew that she would be coming home soon. So long story short, she came home around October 18th.
Okay, so you moved yourself and your children?
I moved there with my myself and my daughter.
How old's your daughter?
My daughter is 11.
All right, and after 2 months, you're supposed to move out, or?
Well, she came home.
Right.
So therefore, I didn't take any of my items from her house exactly. Only what I needed at that time I took from her house. She didn't have anything. I was being nice. I was being very kind. Okay, and
you were being kind by letting her store your stuff?
No, she didn't have anything. I very well could have taken everything out of the kitchen. She wouldn't have anything to cook with. Take everything out of the bathroom.
Where did everything go that was there that she lived with before she went to jail?
It was empty. She didn't even live there yet. She didn't move in yet. There was nothing there except for an air mattress.
All right, but when she got out of jail, there were things she had from a long life that were
from our previous address. And
okay, it's very distracting. Your left hoop is making a right turn. There you go. All right, so go ahead. I know your pain. So. All right, so go ahead.
My items was actually in Red Bank at my old address where I stayed at, like my pots, pans.
What were you incarcerated for?
Probation violation.
For what?
CDS.
I don't know what that means.
Drug charge.
All right. So tell me what the agreement was about why she was going to leave and how long she was going to leave. And
she told me that she was going to move in with Pedro. He wasn't comfortable with her staying in my house when my boyfriend had came home. And what she said was, I'm going to get a storage and rent a U-Haul and move my things out and put it in storage. And she was going to take me to Red Bank to get my items to move in.
All right. And did that happen?
It never happened.
Okay.
So what I said to Tasha, when she told me that she was moving into my complex, actually she told me I can keep certain things. She was like, you can have this will look nice with that, you can have that, this, that, and the other. I said, okay. When she moved a couple of doors down from my apartment unit, she called me up and said, I need my items.
Wait, when did you move a couple of doors down from the apartment unit?
February 4th, I moved into her apartment complex.
This is many months after she's back out of jail.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I moved over there. I've been at my job 14 years.
What are you yelling at her for? You're in court. Talk to me when you want to talk.
I've been at my job 14 years, so therefore I'm waiting for her to have money to move her stuff. I'm not going to pay for you to have somebody move your stuff into the house. I'm not paying for that.
Okay, but why don't you just get your stuff out of her house?
Right, but once again, we had no argument with that. She had no problem with my stuff being there.
I can't help but notice that you're in court. So at some point, something went wrong. Does somebody want to tell me?
February 4th, everything went wrong.
What happened?
I moved into my apartment. I needed my stuff back. Now you have a problem because I'm coming to collect my items. You turned bipolar on me, and now you have a problem with me coming to get my stuff.
What
now
did she
you're
say?
charging me. Now she said, now before you move anything, I'm going to need $75 for you for storage fees, and I'm going to need $25 to have somebody move my stuff from my dad's house to my house. Why should I pay somebody to move your stuff from your dad's house to your house? Technically, the $75 plus the $25, that's how much your rent costs. I'm not paying your rent.
Tell me about the $75.
The agreement was by me holding her stuff there, she was going to rent a U-Haul, move her stuff from, I guess, Pedro's or what other stores she had out, and then I was going to she was going to help me bring my stuff over into my apartment. It never happened. It never happened. So I kept asking her, when you getting the rest of the stuff? She told me, I'm going to get the rest of the stuff soon. So when she was moving in the apartment, she calls me up and said, I said, I don't feel good. I got a headache right now. She said, the two little end tables and stuff, I need that back now. I'm moving into my apartment. I said, Tasha, you gave me these things. Now you want it back. The only things you left was in the hall closet. Now you want everything back? That don't even make sense to me.
Okay.
And she was like, yeah, I want everything back. So what I do is me and my boyfriend, we packed everything. The microwave, the pots, pans, the shower curtains, everything she left there, I packed up and gave it back to her.
Okay. Now, you're suing for $1,200 Christian Louboutin shoes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A $700 bed, Timberland shoes, Ugg boots, an entertainment center, a dresser, a mirror, 3 pairs of baby shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Was there a move of certain things, but you're saying this is the stuff that she wouldn't give?
I got a box back. I placed my shoes in a box, and on the box, outside the box, it says Natasha shoes. These shoes were inside there. I got that box back with dirty dishes inside of it.
Plaintiff got thrown in the pokey for drugs and claims she left really expensive stuff, including Louboutin shoes, with her aunt, and now it's gone. But the defendant says the stuff she stored, she gave back. Let's listen.
What furniture did you get back that you had left there? Anything?
The end tables. This is what the argument started over, the end tables. Okay, I wanted my end tables back. They go with my decor in my house. I never said that you can have any of them. I gave her shoes. The stuff in the kitchen, I was going to give her that. She gave me dirty pots and pans and underwear and stuff back. I don't want that stuff. I don't want the shower curtain. I don't want that stuff back. I want my shoes. I want the items that I told you that I want back. You know that my stuff was in that house, and it did not disappear in 2 weeks.
Did you take her $1,200 Christian Louboutin shoes?
Everything that was left in that closet, everything she left there, she said she wanted her stuff back. I packed up. Everything that's left in that closet, 6 or 7 boxes, was taken outside in front of my door.
According to her, you open up the box for the Christian Louboutin shoes, and what happens?
There was dirty dishes inside this box.
Inside of a shoe box?
No, inside a box. I packed 7 pairs of shoes inside this box. And there was no shoes in this box. There were dirty dishes from the kitchen inside this box that she had just cooked off of. Grease, everything, just disgusting.
Because she's angry because she feels like you're taking back stuff that you gave to her? Is that why you're sticking dirty dishes inside boxes?
I didn't stick no dirty dishes inside no box. I'm going to be honest, it was 2 pots that I poured out. It was getting ready to wash out. That was dirty. I didn't stick no dirty dishes in no boxes.
Where's the entertainment center, the bed, the dresser, and the mirror?
She gave me the entertainment center. She gave me the dresser. She gave me the mirror. The bed she gave her son, Alvin, to move into his new apartment, but he told her, what she told me, this is what she said to me, Alvin said that bed is too small for the room that he's moving into. I had the bed, slept on the bed, and it had bed bugs on it.
And it had what?
Bed bugs on it.
It had bed bugs?
Yes, so I threw the dresser.
But just a second. The bed had at that point been in your apartment for 6-7 months at a minimum, right?
Right.
Right. So it didn't come with bed bugs. It got them at your place.
Well, it must have been from the stuff that everything that was in the house was hers. I couldn't even bring my stuff from Red Bank.
Well, no, I understand that, but so what really happened? What really happened is that You feel like she shouldn't be able to take her stuff until she makes good on her promise to help you bring your stuff.
Right.
That's really what happened. It's not that she gave you the stuff. It's that you feel that she is reneging on her prior promise to help you bring that stuff.
Exactly.
So really, over the cost of a U-Haul rental truck, this is what happened between a niece and her aunt. Over the cost, how much does a U-Haul rental truck cost for a day? What's that?
Depends on how far. $60.
I don't know. I got them in Florida for $19.90 something. But what
She the one that said she was going to get the U-Haul.
I understand. I just want to be clear. I want to know that an aunt and a niece who have always had a good relationship, right?
Right.
For how old are you?
I'm 40.
40. She's not 20. She's 40. For 40 years, you two have a perfectly fine relationship. And then over the cost of a U-Haul truck, this is what it comes to?
So ultimately, this niece and this aunt are at war and suing over the cost of a U-Haul. How stupid is that?
Very stupid. I don't think that family members should ever take one another to court.
If it's something like a serious amount of money where somebody really does you wrong, then maybe would you do it? I mean, would you do it then?
Well, if it was a lot of money,
That's what I'm
then
saying.
definitely.
Okay, but seriously, a U-Haul?
I think it depends on what they communicated up front.
So you would sue over a U-Haul?
Yes, if it was a large amount and you already made an agreement up front.
I bet you have.
Somebody
I bet you have.
broke the agreement?
I bet you have small Thanksgiving dinners
No.
going inside the courtroom.
You and I both know she didn't give you any of that furniture. You're just holding it hostage because you think it's inappropriate that she reneged on her promise to help you move your stuff over. That's what this is about. Do you have receipts for anything?
The only receipt that I have is for the utility bill.
Why are you crying?
Because I'm upset that it has to come to this point.
Why?
Because we were fine before this. The items and things that I had given her before this is my aunt. This is my dad's sister. I tried everything I could to get the stuff back from you. I went from everybody in the family.
Can I just say something?
I called everyone.
Just like I asked her that question, I'm asking you. It's the same $100 whether she's spending it or you are.
Right.
When you say I went through everything to keep, for our family to keep it, no, not really. Because this looks like a problem that might have gone away with $100. Even if it's wrong and you don't feel like you're being extorted and everything else, with $100, the problem would have gone away and you wouldn't even have to say good morning when you saw each other getting the newspaper. But it didn't. It got here. It got this far thanks to both of you, I think. Okay? Now what are we going to do? You two see each other in the hallway and stuff?
No.
No.
I haven't
Two doors
seen
down
her.
from each other.
I haven't
Do you ever
seen
go
her.
out?
I leave my house all the time. I actually
Do you ever leave your
moved-
house?
Yeah, I leave the house and I haven't
Do you
seen
have her Christian
either.
Louboutin shoes?
Huh?
Are you wearing her shoes?
No, I can't fit her shoes. No.
Do you wear those shoes?
No, I can't. I can't fit her shoes. No.
No. In fact, the exact phrase in the answer to the complaint was, "I don't wear hooker shoes." That's what you said. You wear
No, I
orthopedic
can't
shoes.
wear high heels like this. Stilettos. No.
Where are the shoes? Do you think?
I'm telling you, I took everything out the house. I don't have the shoes. I have nothing in that house of Tasha's.
Well, you got her bed, the entertainment
No, I don't have
center,
the bed.
dresser, and the mirror. Well, the bed. What happened to the bed? You said
The
you threw it out?
bed, the dresser, and the bed, the dresser you gave me. The dresser and the
I understand. Where is
she gave me
physically-
that.
the physical-
That one I threw out. She gave me that.
I'm sorry. What did you throw out?
I threw out her bed, the dresser, and the nightstand. That was talked about. She
Do
ain't
you have
never.
any proof of the value of any of the items that you're suing for? Anything?
Any
Anything?
proof? No, I have pictures of all of my items. I
Can
don't
I
have
see the
proof.
pictures?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what is this? It's a picture of the shoes. And then, but your foot is on what, an elephant?
That she actually cut up and gave it and sat it outside my house. She cut my elephant up and sat it outside my house.
How do you cut up an elephant?
Exactly. Why would you?
No, I meant, what is the elephant made out of?
The elephant is actually leather.
Do you have a picture of the cut up elephant?
I didn't download the elephant. I physically had it in my house. Why would you cut up the elephant and then land it on my doorstep? I don't know. That was being
What happened?
evil.
No,
You're
no,
being evil.
I did not cut up her elephant. I did not. No, I did not cut up her elephant. I did not. If I did, I'd tell you. Okay, all right. I did not cut up her elephant.
All right. You have certain problems in your case, and you have certain problems in yours. The problems you have in yours is that you have essentially testified to me that she didn't really give you all this stuff. It's just that you don't feel it's appropriate for you to have to let go of it if she doesn't keep up her end of the bargain. The fact that somebody doesn't keep up their end of the bargain to the tune of $100 doesn't allow you to keep all their belongings. You have certain proof problems. You're claiming, the statutory maximum permitted in your state as the value when you don't have any proof of the value. These items are used items. They're not worth the same thing that you paid for them. So there's depreciation involved. Plus, I can't just take your word for it on what things cost. You have to have some kind of proof, some receipt, something. You have nothing. So this is the part where I do what I deem to be a little bit of rough justice. And I come up with a figure that is not what you want, but I believe you're entitled to something because I believe that your stuff was hijacked. I do believe that. I just think it's a travesty that over something as minimal as a U-Haul truck, it got this far. It's very sad, very sad. I find in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of $850. Good luck, folks.
All right, so the defendant comes out here on the losing end of this decision from Judge Mayani. Don't you want to get back together with your niece?
No, I'm ready to go.
All right, we'll see you. Okay, you can, right that way. All right, so come on out here. I don't see any tears there, at least not now. What's your feeling on this outcome?
Well, basically, I just want my items back. It's worth more than
your relationship with your aunt back?
At this point, you could just tell me just once, that fire is hot just once. Okay, I don't need to go back there again.
Okay. Harvey, take it.
I got to say, if relatives are fighting over a lot of money and somebody really did the other person wrong, I think it is appropriate to sue. But in this case, and in cases where it's just fighting over principle, it really is just so stupid to do. You ultimately have just got to move on and say $100 simply ain't worth it.